We are... Oh, Mom! Why is Mum phoning us? Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Treat Your Geek does a Pokémon Relay. This time it is Crystal Chaos. My name's TGC, the Ginger Chris, and I'll be your conductor for the next leg. Much like previous episodes I've been on, I have no idea what's happened in the previous segments. I don't know where we are in the game. I don't know where we have, or what we've done, what Pokemon we have, where and abouts in the story we actually are. So we're going to jump in and find out. So I'm going to hit continue, take a quick stock just of where we are in the world, and then we'll get our timer started. So let's jump in, shall we? Alright, so this is just outside Olivine, I think it is. So let's get ourselves started and let's see what we are working with. Team's looking kind of rough. Let's see. Oh boy. And the Charmeleon, how is the Charmeleon? Not doing too hot. Well, okay. So, let's see what we've got badges wise. So we've done everything so far. So we are... Okay, so we are unfortunately on our way to Chuck. Right. Not Pokegear, thank you very much. Pack. How are we doing on TMs? We have Surf. Surf is good. Surf might be what we have to work with here. The question is, can anything here surf? Probably Krabby. Yeah, Krabby has the Surf. Oh boy. Okay. Ideas. Ideas. Dodges, man. We need to hit up Goldenrod. And Goldenrod, the Superstore has a number of good TMs for coverage. The elemental punches are in the Superstore, so we are going to go pick those up. Okay. I have no idea, obviously, what trainers have been faced, what we've dealt with, what we haven't dealt with so far. Bum, 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 bum. I think I am going to have to somehow power this Charmeleon forward. Yeah, that's not going to work. Crit? That's not fair. What else have we got? Staryu. We'll swap to the Ivysaur. So my plan is to try and correct whatever has happened here, like get the team back on track with a main. I am very much in the belief that the early generation games, you can take one Pokemon, and take it to the championship. Pokemon Crystal is very good for that. The Charmander, or the Charmeleon, once it becomes Charizard, will be very strong for us. Probably should have swapped over. The Charizard just needs to have a good set of moves as the main challenge here. So we'll get ourselves through this fight and over to Goldenrod. And I'm just hoping we have the money. Otherwise we're going to have to make the money. Goodbye, tackle. Didn't need that anyway. Ivysaur's going in the box eventually. Ah, we have not registered the bike, so let's take a look at that. Key items. Select. I'm going to double check. What do we have? Yeah, TMs are kind of lacking. Wonder what fights we've actually faced up until now. Okay, we're clear. Right then, goldenrod. Try and remember which floor is which. I think it's 5th floor. Is our TMs. So we'll head up to the 5th floor and grab what we can. These been... Right, so that's counter. Restores HP, varies by time. Sharply increases the user's speed. Did we randomise the TMs? I don't remember if we done that. We must have. No, we can't have. Oh no, the elemental punches are in Celadon. Oh boy. Okay. This is more of a problem than I might have thought. Right, let's think here. What can we do? King's Rock is increased flinch. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not too sure. I'm trying to remember what the level scale is for the various fights. I think when we go into Lighthouse isn't terrible level-wise. So we're just going to make our way back and clean up some of these fights that we can do. Yeah, because we are pretty much just living on the fact that we have Ember and Scratch here. I'm pretty sure we're about to learn Slash. I can't remember. I think Slash is around level 32. So we're not far off at least getting a bit more of a better physical attack. What we will do is, I think we can get Rock Smash from one of these trainers upcoming. So once you clear the Pseudo-Widow that's here, I think this guy, yeah, this guy gives us Rock Smash. Was that Milk Drink? Okay, so we have randomised the TMs. Lovely. I forgot about that. Well, sure. Not much we can do. We deal with the whatever we've been dealt with. So we're just going to take these fights as they come. We need to soak up as much experience as we possibly can before we try to power forward. The Charmeleon will be fairly good for us as a decent attacker. We get access to Flamethrower. We'll also have access to a few of the other kind of like strength orientated TMs. We can use literally strength on them, which probably isn't terrible. my boy Whipper. Sweet Prince. Yeah, so we'll have like Slash. Can swap that for Strength once we get access to Strength. And then, yeah, we'll have like Flamethrower, and then we just try and do a bit of type coverage. I think Charmeleon can learn Earthquake. I just don't remember where the Earthquake TM is in Gen 2. So that'll be something we'll be looking to pick up. We're going to bump into our rival here. He's angry. He doesn't like us following him. And we're not going to listen to him, so... So, yep, we will pop in here, get a little bit of a heal going. Ba-ba-ba. And then, into here, speak to this good old sailor boy. We get ourselves some Strunk. So we are immediately slapping that on our boy Charmeleon here. This will be his best physical offensive move for quite a while. We don't need Scratch, so we can get rid of that. And that's his kind of setup for what we want to do. For a while, I guess. Let's just climb the lighthouse. A few items in here, I don't think there's anything of major importance. But I think I probably will take as many of these fights as we can because we will need the experience. Just to make sure that we are meeting the levels that we are going to encounter. So we're a good 11 levels, 10 levels above at the moment. But that doesn't tell us too much. We're not in like the super clear, because as soon as we come across anything that is like specifically in a type advantage against us, that becomes a little bit more challenging. And now we'll just keep climbing, we take these fights, and we'll be going up to see a Jasmine at the top of the lighthouse. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, advantage. We get to cook it. I wasn't paying attention to what his next one is. Kadabra? Ah, Kadabra's fine. Kadabra is fine. Kadabra with Stab Confusion is a bit sketch. Boar throw! Cool. We are... Oh, Mom! Why is Mum phoning us? So, fun fact about Pokemon Crystal. At pretty much the very beginning of the game, as you are heading towards Violet City, Mum gives you a phone call and says, "Would you like me to put away some of your money? If so, say yes." If you say yes to that, half of all of your earnings go into like this mom pot where she just buys random rubbish. It cuts half of your earnings entirely. Do not do it. Do not say yes to mum. She's just going to embezzle all that money and buy you crappy dolls, all sorts of useless stuff, where you could be buying potions, Pokeballs, whatever you need to actually do one of these. It's not worth it.
Actually, Chris, Mom only takes a quarter of our winnings, which you can go back home and claim at any time. You can also ring her to stop this. Most importantly, keeping us some with Mom prevents us from losing as much as our carries cash when we party wipe. We just haven't already this run. Also,
it's also slower because she calls you randomly, just like there. Don't let your mum waste your money. It's your money. You earned it. Especially when we're like a, 10-year-old kid. Come on. 2 Pidgey? Okay. Even its quick attack hasn't really got very far in its level up, has it? This bird trainer has 3 birds. I don't remember what the specifics of the setup of this rando is, but that's suspicious. They must be on theme. I probably had some of these same thoughts the last time I done this. And was highly confused. There we go. The Togepi would have been on the party because it evolves into Togetic, which is a flying type. So yeah, they must be thematic. Right, what's this man got? Yo, what's a teddy? Nicely done. That gave a good chunk of experience, actually. How is our attack? Our attack is kind of low compared to special attack. That's bizarre. I always thought that Charmeleon was a bit more of a physical attacker. I wonder if it flips when it gets to Charizard. We'll double check that if we get to an evolution. Oh, no. Please be the damaging one, not the poison one. No, that's the poison one. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we have an antidote. We'll find out. We'll check our bags. See what we got. Otherwise, we are leaving the tower. Pack. Let's see. Yeah, we have 1 antidote. Okay. A singular antidote. And we'll use a potion, keep ourselves topped up. And then onwards. Get out of the way! Slugma! I'm not going to follow that up. There we go. So the strength is a good addition to our moveset. Rare candy's good. We like rare candy. As I said, I'm gonna take as much of these fights as we possibly can. We need the experience. We need to make sure we're ahead of the curve and we don't get caught out anywhere along this journey. Now, that Sudowoodo was a bit of a problem. Let's see how much the Ember does. Not great. But if it's just going to flail us, I think we can push through. Oh boy. Oh no no no. Oh, that was a crit as well. That is scary. Right, let's back out here. And then we outspeed, which is good. Razor Leaf will hit super effectiveness. We have stab. We can also crit. Razor Leaf has high crit chance, so that's good. That was a safety net. That was scary. That's what I was saying earlier on. If we come across anything that has the type advantage against us, it is squeaky bum time. So we'll take the save, not the save, the super potion here, and just make sure that we are as healthy as we can be. A love ball! It's a love ball. That's what it said. Now what's this guy got? Mankey's fine. This does not scare us. We are running out of strengths, but there's not too many more fights in the tower. We go up the next stairwell and we meet Jasmine herself. She tells us her plight, and then we get to go swimming. Now, my cargo is a bit of a challenge. Because of the rock type it gets, we don't really have a good hitting move, so we are going to have to rely on our good old buddy Krabby here with a 4 times weakness surf, or 4 times super effectiveness. I've not seen some of these animations in a long time. We outspeed, which is very good. The cargo is pretty slow, but with it being an evolved Mon and 2 levels higher, I figure it might have outsped us, but nah, we're good. Yo! And then back to Charmeleon. Soak up as much of that XP as we can. Bang! So we didn't learn Slash, as I realised. Does it learn Slash on Evolution, maybe? Maybe that's where it learns it. Hello, Jasmine. How is your giraffe light bulb thing? Oh, it's sick. Cool. Grab whatever's up here. And then we take the quick exit. We might have an escape rope, but we don't need an escape rope. Snag the item that's here. And then just keep going down. There's maybe like 1 or 2 trainers that we have not fought, primarily just because they're out of the way. Let's take the Poké Center, let's heal up. And then we're going to do a bit of a shot. So we're going to drop into the mart here, do a bit of tidy up of the inventory, keep various bit of things, like we don't need burnt berry, for example. We'll keep some of these. Big mushroom can get sold for money. Heartstone's kinda useless. We have one candy, we'll keep that. Don't care about the Pokeballs. Disables a TM we're never going to use, so we'll take the money. Conversion we're never going to use. Fisher is kind of a... We'll keep Fisher. We may need to rely on it in a future point. Lick and Dream Eater aren't really worth it. We could teach Milk Drink randomly, but I don't think it's worth it either. So let's get some super potions. Stock up to 10. Replenish the antidotes. Get some paralysis heals because I don't think we have any of those. And then super. We'll get some super repels. Make the grass journey a little bit better. But yeah, as I was saying earlier on, when it comes to the topic of Mum shredding your savings, that was what we had 1600. We probably would have been around 2500 if we weren't sending Mum all of that money. So just uses a repel. This cuts down on the wild fights, because we just want to focus on the trainer fights and get that experience. The wild fights are not going to be as good for us. Hello, not Misty. We're just going to throw boulders at things. That is the plan. Boulder tossing. And maybe once we are finished with Chuck, we'll have leveled up to Charizard, which will make the Jasmine fight a little bit more comfortable. There is the possibility we could just skip Jasmine. Like, Jasmine isn't required to be done immediately. We could skip Jasmine and head towards not Cyanwood, Mahogany, I think it is. Yeah, Mahogany. And clean up some of the trainers around there first, and then get Jasmine on the way back for the story sequence that triggers around there. So that might be an action or a strategy that we take. Because Jasmine could be kind of a bit of a challenge. I believe she is slightly higher level than what you would expect if you just immediately jump in and deal with her. But as this is also randomizer, there's the high chance that she just has a garbage team. So it's kind of... you have to gamble. And it is all about the gamble. Hello, not Misty. Charmander. But the additional benefit we get of going down to Cyanwood here is we get access to fly, so that makes travelling around the world a lot easier. And it is a must-have. 2 Charmanders. We're beating up on Little Brother here. And a Magmar. Alright, we are through. Magmar should be decent experience. 700, yeah. That is an acceptable amount. And then we're just going to skirt past the Whirl Islands. we will maybe see that in the future. And then just straight down. Help the Pokemon Center. Bum bum bum. And then I believe it's this building to see the medicine man. Get ourselves the secret potion.
Secret potion! Secret potion!
I think it's just a bottle of Calpol. That's my guess. And then let's find out what Chuck's minions, assistants, gym trainers, I don't know what these are called. Let's see what these fighting men have and what level they're sitting at. The level's going to be the important bit. So 27's a bit sketch. Like, we've just gone from like level 20-ish Pokemon from the trainers out and about. So yeah, this is a jump up, which tells me that Chuck, I'm pretty sure, is actually on par with us. I think Chuck is level 30-ish, which is kind of scary. But that might just be because he's a single Mon trainer. So this guy here probably is like 2 Mon, and the average levels will be down a bit. But I think the Poly Wrath that Chuck would have is the high 20s, early 30s. Alright, so this guy just has a king. Lovely. Aren't you squishy? You are kinda squishy. Okay. Maybe we're fine. We shall see. What I might do, depending on where we get to experience-wise, because we are now level 34, if... Oh, there we go. That's a win. We want that. Nope. If we hit 35 from the 2 trainers that are here, I might just use the candy to push us to 36 and get to Charizard. That feels like a safe decision. And on the topic of safe decisions, I'm going to make sure that we keep recovering here, because I don't want any untoward misadventures for our dear Charmeleon. He is going to be our biggest boy. Ooh. Fight me! So what does his team drop down to level-wise? 25, okay. So I guess we're just going to bank on Chuck having nothing great. I don't think we're worried about the Quilava. Quick attack! Rude. I'm just going to keep throwing boulders at things. As incredibly effective. We are not hitting level 35. maybe we take an adventure into the waters again. Fight this man, see what happens. Delibird. Get some type advantage here. A Delibird gives good experience. Maybe we will hit the 35. Flamethrower hits harder because we have the higher special attack stat here. So this will just eat through these type neutral fights. No. We need to fight something at least. Kangaskhan maybe helps. Kangaskhan should have a higher XP handout here. It's tanky. He a tanky. Well, she's a tanky girl. There we go. Come on, give us 35. Yeah. Score. Okay, we might be in the safe grounds here. So, before we take Chuck, we're going to go back, we're going to heal. Be as safe as we possibly can. Right, so let's take a quick nosy, right? Stats. So we are, what, attack 60, special attack 76, speed 73. So let's see how much that jumps up. Pack. Yes! Evolve. Give us the biggest lizard. Wing attack. Okay, that's good coverage. We don't need smokescreen. Wing attack sadly doesn't have a good hit ratio or hit rate, but it's well worth having. And then let's take a look at the stats this time round. So we've jumped up about 70, like 20 points-ish somewhere on attack. Special attack is shot up to 99, so we are predominantly more of a special attacker. I always thought Charizard was a bit more physical orientated, but I don't think it matters. I think the two stats are not far off of each other, that we will have decent coverage regardless. Right then, so Chuck, gym number 5. The man who likes to throw boulders. Do we throw better boulders than he throws at us? Let's find out. How scary a fight is this going to be? That's a bit of a sketchy one. It is a rock type. Rock ground, I think? So it kind of resists us. But there's our special attack coming into play there. There's the evolved state of us getting that benefit. We get a nice burn. Makes his physical attack cut in half. Misses on the layer, which means our defense stays as it should be. And then this flamethrower should remove it, so we are actually safe. This is good. The sketchiness is gone. So now that this puts in the worry, it's a Politoed. He hasn't actually gone far. Ah, right, this is scary. We have to see how much this does. I think we can tank a hit. Water gun should be fine. It's not the strongest water move. Yep. So long as it just like tunnel visions the water gun, I think we are fine. So long as it doesn't have any other like higher powered water moves, this is not a problem. So yeah, there we go. I was quite worried. I thought that was going to be difficult. And it has good right to have been possibly difficult for us. But I think our special attack being so high was good for us in regards to the flamethrower and the pupitar, and then just Politoed not having a good moveset. So yeah, we are out. Iron Tail, I don't think it's good enough. So let's get ourselves Fly. Now we can fly across the world. Right, so first off, let's teach Fly. Make sure we don't accidentally put this onto Charizard, because we don't want that. And now this is where the strategy changes up. This is going to probably confuse some of the others if they don't pay attention. So Jasmine should be our next gym leader. We're going to go back. We're going to hand in the secret potion. I'm not going to do Jasmine immediately. I think we probably want to head towards Lake of Rage. Scoop up as much of the experience as we possibly can, and then get more levels under our belt before we go back and deal with Jasmine, because Jasmine I think is a bit more of a step up from Chuck here, so I don't want to risk endangering ourselves. Put you in slot 2 because we want to be quicker at getting to Fly. We'll go to Olivine, we'll hand in the secret potion, and then we will head east after that. Get ourselves healed up. Now, if this was... if Jasmine had her normal team, which was, I think it's like Steelix and a Magneton, we would have been fine, because we have the advantage being a fire type with Flamethrower. But we obviously don't know what she's going to have with it being randomized Pokemon, so just be cautious. Gotta be safe. Gotta look out for the team, for the friends. Make sure we don't trip up somewhere. So just climbing back up. Nothing too fancy or difficult here. And then we'll speak to Jasmine. Here is your secret potion.
Secret potion!
Success! And let's get ourselves out of here. So let's fly to Ekritik. And then head east. Mom! Oh no, it's a bike shop this time. We can somewhat, there's a few checks that we can do inside the Mount Motor here. So we're gonna see if we can find any good TMs. That's our main goal here. Level ball. I don't actually remember what the vanilla layout of items are here. I play a lot of item randomizer for Pokemon Crystal, and honestly, I don't know what the normal items are supposed to be for a lot of these various locations in the game. So we go up for this one. So there could full well not actually be a TM in here at all. What I am going to do though, toss the Bitterberry, and we're going to take this nugget just for backup money later, in case somebody needs it. And then we pop down. We'll fight that man on the way out. Focus band, that's fine. I think this is a juggler? Or one of them. Ah, it's the maniac. It was one of the two. What does Miller have? A Houndoom? Okay. We'll just throw rocks at it. Best course of action. The best course of action. Nothing can withstand a large rock. Now, Shuckle. Shuckle is a Pokemon that, to this day, I still don't remember its proper typing. I think it's Bug Rock. So this will be neutral. But it's better than throwing a normal type attack at it. But Shuckle always trips me up. So there we go. And then we're just outside Mahogany. Mahogany.
Mahogany.
And as you can see, the level of the trainer level is quite low here. So this is, it's good for us in the sense that it's easy. There's not really much of a challenge out this way. Lets us bolster our actual Charizard level for when we return to Jasmine later. Jasmine, Janine, Jasmine, one of the two. Jasmine. Janine is Koga's daughter. I think. I don't know. Post in comments, tell me I'm wrong. I can never remember. We've now just peeked over the 100 special attack, which is good. Maybe we'll be able to get as far up to the shiny, the level 30 shiny Pokemon, and see what that is. But yeah, nothing too challenging here. We're going to go up, Lick a Rage, see what the shiny is, speak to Lance for the first time. And I think that lets us trigger the secret hideout sequence. I don't know if we need to do Jasmine first before the secret hideout will be accessible, but we'll find out. Don't you dare stomp your foot at me. Have a rock. I've also not seen these animations in a long time. I turned them off. They're too slow. I like to go fast. Now, do not go into the house upright. The rockets inside the house will rob you of all of your money. Not worth it. Always go up to the left. Follow the grass. They are just as bad as Mother is for stealing your money. The only the only downside is they don't give you polka dolls and furnishings. They just laugh at you instead. Again, just throw rocks. Da, 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 da. A Dodrio. Down goes the Dodrio. Shoot up here. None of these should be too much of a challenge for us, thankfully. Yeah. I think we're fairly fine. I think level 40 probably will be good enough to face Jasmine when we return. But that'll be something probably one of the other TYG crewers are going to have to deal with. That's just, the question is, will they notice that we haven't done it? And will they get confused? It's kind of worth it. I think it's... Yeah, I'm not sure who it is next. I think it's Mash. I think last time I put Mash in a very precarious position and she was not happy with me. So let's try and not do that this time. Ooh, a Xatu. I always liked Xatu's design in Gen 2. Very cool Pokemon. And just powering our way up, getting all of that experience is good. We'll be 38 before the next sequence. The mini dungeon, I guess. There's not really much you can say. There's not really dungeons in the game, bar a few. I'd definitely say the secret hideout kind of classifies as a dungeon. Get the super effective hit on the Steelix. Tasty, tasty damage. I wonder if Charmeleon did learn Slash and then someone taught over it. Because I'm pretty sure we should have had Slash by now. Right then. No! Not a wild. Wild Steelix. Sounds like experience to me. There we go. Wasn't as much experience as it could have been. Well, hit pause. Put in the comments what you think it's going to be. Unpause. Let's see what it is. Is it even randomised? It's not! Either we are extremely lucky that this has not been changed, or it's not randomised. Oh. Do we catch it? If it survives the second strength, I will catch it. Lasers! Get in the ball! It is technically lower level Pokemon. See if this gives us a bit of an advantage on trying to catch it. Nope. I don't like that. Does a static 40 damage? We'll give it one more go. Get in the ball! There we go. There's the red scale. And hello, Lance. Ba 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 da. Okay, so the secret hideout sequence is not gated by the Jasmine gym fight, so that's good. What we're going to do is go back to Mahogany. We'll heal up. And then we're going to swap the Krabby and bring in the Gyarados, just so we've got a Water-type Pokemon that is of a higher level. Because as much as Krabby was a goat in that one fight, it's not going to cut it for particularly much longer. So, build species, deposit. Goodbye, Krabby. You were a king for a day. Why do we have a Pichu? Is Pichu for Flash? Maybe for Flash. And then Gyarados. I'm going to check. Do we have... No, okay. Don't know why we have a Ladybird on our team, but sure. Right, the Pichu, the Ladybird. I guess like Ladybird or Ivysaur can have the cut whenever we need to do that. And Pichu can have Flash, so they're kind of worthwhile having on the team. For the time being. Right then. Rockets. Welcome to the Rocket Hideout. So, I probably won't get to showing the secret of Rocket Hideout because these fights are going to take a bit longer and I'll probably have to save and end my run. Which is going to be kind of funny because that means everybody else is going to have to slug it through rockets. but there is a way that you can turn off the statue sensors. So each of these statues that you pass will trigger a fight with the rockets, but you can disable those. And it's not like a glitch, it's not like a trick or anything, it's a fully intended part of the dungeon. But yeah, I don't think we're making it. I think once this fight finishes, that'll be us. So yeah, whoever is up next is going to have fun slugging their way through Rocket Hideout. It's going to be a lot of experience for us. It's going to be exceptionally good for Charizard. We need to power as much of the experience into Charizard as we can, because he is going to be our end-game carry. As I've said in like the previous times that I ran this, I was on taking the helm. The old generation is kind of wonky in the sense that their experience curve or their difficulty is kind of spread across having like a team of 6 Pokemon. But if you just take all of that experience and put it into one Pokemon, they end up exceptionally strong. And it is a very good approach to the early gens. You can solo quite well with them. But yeah, this fight is wrapping up quite nicely on the timer. So, bang on pretty much. So we will save our game. That is our hour done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bit sketchy. Some potentially bad fights. The Politoed scared me. But seems we made it through. We got a Charizard. The plan to get it to level 35, rare candy it, get it to 36, evolve it, and take the heightened strength from that evolution kind of worked out. So yeah, that's it from me. There's nothing else for me to do here. We will leave our colleagues in the secret hideout, the rocket base, and we shall see what they get up to. So again, I'm TGC, the Ginger Chris. It was a pleasure being here with you. And yeah, catch us next time. Ta-ra!